channel. So today is another episode of Talk to Me, and I'm talking to my wonderful friend, my sweet friend Jasmyn.
Hey guys.
My favorite artist, filmmaker. We're gonna be talking to her about her art, her life as an artist, how she goes about it, why she's in school. So yeah, tell us a little bit about you.
Okay. Hey guys, my name is Jasmyn. I'm originally from Atlanta. I'm a digital media arts major with a communications minor. I have my business, Charese Creations. I'm a graphic designer, dancer, whole nine.
Doing art, but really, how long have you said you've been doing art? Like, have you been doing it since you were little, or like is it something that you?
I've been doing art since I was in elementary school.
You was like drawing flowers.
Yeah, and then eventually it just grew into something more. Definitely got more passionate about it.
Yeah, and did you say with that whole process, like you remaining consistent doing it was like, okay, it's like elevating. It's elevating. And so you were learning like, okay, I can use these type of supplies, or I can start doing stuff with paint. I can start doing digital stuff.
At a young age, I always had like different mediums to work with. So that definitely helped me to continue to work with different mediums. Like I don't just stick to paintings or, graphic art. I'll do wood cuts and other things.
Now, you say you were doing art since you were like super little. While you were little, was there somebody that you kind of looked up to in that aspect? It's like, okay, I kind of want to draw like this, or I want to go down the path of art, like how she's doing it, or how he's doing it.
No, I think I started to do that when I got older. I think when I was younger, I just loved to draw, just to paint. I don't think I ever had anybody that like inspired me until I got older.
Do you have like this specific person? Like, did they come maybe like high school, middle school?
I want to say like college.
Oh, okay.
Like I never really saw people who were really black artists who were really successful from their art until like I got here and I started doing more research on artists.
Oh yeah, I feel like when you get in that aspect of college, it's like you'll start to see a lot more people like you doing what you like doing in your art and in the way you do it, because not everybody really does it the same. Where do you find your inspiration to make that art?
I like to take different like different things from Pinterest and just create my own concept, because I enjoy recreating other people's artwork when I find inspiration from it, but I also want to have my own artwork.
Like, okay, I like what you did, I can make it my own. Because a lot of people, like when they do stuff like that, they'll do like collages of stuff that'd be like a specific color. And they'd be like, okay, I can do that, but I'll do it like maybe my favorite color.
Yeah.
Now, when you came to school, you started to do your commissions, like you were doing people's caps, you did the wood cut.
Yeah.
What made you start doing those commissions?
During the pandemic, I had started painting again, and I really fell back in love with it. And so I'm like, you know what? I think I want to start selling art to people, and I did. And it's been really fun just coming up with different ideas for people and catering it to who they are and what they've gone through in life.
And out of all the ones that you've done, what would you say would be like your top one, like your favorite one?
I know I said the wood cut. I'm still gonna say the wood cut. Like, man, I had so much fun with it. She bought it, and it was just like the colors were really pretty.
It's like really bright.
Yeah.
Like it definitely added like definition a lot. Like when people do stuff like that, it's harder on wood, number one. And then it's like you're trying to like put this whole person's face on wood and like get the definitions right, get the color right. You don't want it to look dull. You don't want it to look like it's on wood. So like knowing that whole process was probably like,
I probably stayed up one night to like make sure that her makeup looked like makeup and not strokes of paint. So it took some weeks.
Oh, I believe it. I do. I definitely do believe it. And in those aspects, while you are doing it, what motivates you to like keep going, to keep continuing to make art?
Just the happiness, the pure happiness and joy that I get from making art, and the joy that I get to see when I get, like if I'm doing a commission and I'll give it to them and they're just so happy. Like yesterday I saw 2 girls whose grad caps that I did, and they were just so happy. They showed me their pictures and they looked so pretty. So I just love the reactions.
Yeah, and also like knowing, especially like around this time, or like maybe in the beginning of the year, like you're probably like book of commissions. People want caps done, people probably want photos done, and then like you'll paint on clothes too, or like you'll do clothes. And knowing like once that stuff like kind of piles up, like what do you do to kind of just like bring yourself back to center? Like, okay.
Well, I always cut it off. Like at a certain point, if I have a certain number of commissions that I'm already working on, but I'll still have people in my DMs asking, I'll just be like, okay, give me a minute, and I'll get back to you. And after I finish those commissions that I'm working on, I kind of take a break just so I'm not going straight back to back into art, so I don't get.
Yeah, because knowing like already you're putting enough on. Being a student, then you're a dancer, and then you have commissions, plus you want to have a social life. Like, okay.
It can be a lot.
There can be a lot to like just put together and be like, okay, I need to do this, and then I still have to do this too.
This other stuff, yeah.
Especially like on top of that, like, you got homework. And I feel like there's a lot when people go to people with businesses and stuff like that, and they're like college students, they never keep in mind, I'm a college student.
Yeah.
Like, this is not all I'm doing. I'm in school. I'm active in this activity. I'm in orgs. I'm in this and that. I feel like a lot of people don't keep that in mind. And I feel like with that, people will try and give you like a negative aspect on like your business. Has anyone like ever really tried to do that? Because I've seen people be like, oh, well, you're unprofessional. You don't take your stuff seriously. It's like, yes, I do. I'm just busy.
I definitely say working with people who may not have the best concept of how to approach someone who's making something for them. So just because it's a different service doesn't mean that you shouldn't approach me the same way you would, you know, when you're buying something from a store. It's the same thing.
Yeah. Keeping on the same topic of like your drawings, when you have the time and like you know you want to create, you want to make something, just put something out there, and you have like this block. Like, how do you try to get, like, what is your process of getting out of that block?
So I dance, and sometimes I'll just go somewhere, I'll learn to dance, and I'll just have my mind on that, and then I'll come back, and if I still have a bit of a block, I'll just go to Pinterest, create that concept, and either paint it or do it digitally. Big brain, big brain.
Big one. Big one. Do you see yourself continuing to stay digital, or do you want to make it something bigger? Like, I know a lot of artists they'll do tattoos now, or they'll make it broader and go into fashion, and they're making clothes, and they're being like a whole salesperson. Or sometimes they just continue to stay with art, and then they'll end up putting it like later in the art museum.
So with that, I get really overwhelmed because I want to do all of it.
Yeah.
I just try to stay with one thing, and then maybe if I get tired of that, I'll move into working with another medium. If I get tired of that, going back to something or doing something completely new.
They'll narrow it out.
Yeah.
Be like, okay, I do like clothes, but I like painting. And then they end up doing like, they'll do painted pants, or like they'll do custom pants, stuff like that during like seasonal times. Like, I know a girl who would do them during homecoming season.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, she'd be making buku money off that. Small stuff like that. And I feel like a lot of people don't like really think about stuff like that. Hey girl,
that's money.
Big bang. Now, you being in the artist industry for so long, knowing as a collective, like you and multiple artists, what would be something that you say is just like everybody would agree is like
it's really aggravating? I'll say when it's time to pay and either the person isn't responding. I've never had, and I pray to God that I don't, but I've never had a situation where I'm like trying to get in contact with the person and it's more of, okay, let me get the painting first and then I'll pay after. Like, I never had that, but just not responding when it's time to pay.
Oh, people say that all the time. Like, once I tell you their price, like, I don't really know. Like, once I tell you like what it really is, you not responding. Or like, I never hear back from you in this space.
I've come to understand, or just come to terms with sometimes like people will hear a price and it's just not for them, and I can't control that because what I charge is what I charge. Yeah. And either you gonna pay it or you not.
It's handmade work. I mean, it's not gonna be like $5,000.
Yeah.
Like I painted this. I took time to do this. It's money's work. Because it's like, it's not like the money is just gonna go to you. It's gonna like go to your supplies too. Because at the end of it, it's like you don't know like if you had like other stuff that you were running out of, and so you have to go get some more of that and get some more of that. And think, well, why you charge me? I just used like my whole palette on your paper. What do you mean? Ooh. Describe to me, what is your dream project?
My dream project, I either want to be working with Beyonce, Chloe Bailey, Doechii, like all of those alternative artists. I want to be doing something for them. So I'm doing graphic design, or I'm actually like on their team, you know, using my artistic abilities to come up with a concept for one of their music videos. That's a big goal of mine.
I like that. I do. I see it.
Yes.
I do. I see it. I see it. I do. Once you start doing it more, do you feel like you're gonna wanna go back to Atlanta and pursue some more, or are you gonna like stay local to where you are now?
I definitely want to travel with my art. I know New York and Atlanta have a lot of, like, their artistic scenes present very, like, a lot of opportunities, but I want to travel to like other places and see what I can do with that and with my art. But yeah, I'll probably go back to Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, like, because Atlanta has a lot of like big pieces, big ones, and I think those are like super pretty. Would you do one of them actually?
Absolutely.
Because I feel like that right there would take a lot. That right there would take a lot, because like the ones that I've seen, they're so defined. They're so
Outcast mural.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. It's like, it looked like,
it looks real.
It don't look like spray paint at all. Like, it looked like hand painted work. And I know that would take you some time. Just like even putting like itty bitty things like just all over, like that would take a good minute. And in your aspect of art, when you're doing these things, who would you say like is your biggest motive? Like, who motivates you the most?
I say the love and the passion that my grandmother instilled in me from a young age, that definitely motivates me to keep going, because I know that she would be very proud of the progress that I made so far. And also the person, like the Jasmyn that I envision myself as, the successful artist, she definitely inspires me to keep going.
Oh yeah, she already see it.
Yeah, she's here.
She right here. Now, if somebody were to come to you, wanted to do the same thing, wanted to really just get into it, wanted to be comfortable with it, wanted to start commission, what advice would you give to them?
With commissions, I say always know your limit. Don't take on too much at one time, because that's how you, like, that's a lot. But in terms of being a freelance artist or just an artist in general, always believe in your work. Always invest in your craft. Be passionate about what you do. And yeah, you keep putting passion into what you do and it's all gonna show.
Oh, for sure. Now, where can our lovely people find you at, my friend?
You guys can follow me on Instagram at Charesecreationsllc.
Yeah, big LLC.
That's it.
Yeah, big one of them. Thank you so much, my friend, for coming.
You.
That was the end of our interview. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It is very appreciated. And I'll see y'all next time.